Has it ever happened that sometimes you just can't remember where you left your keys or forgot your partner's birthday? Well, you're not the only victim of your memory. In fact, there's a fascinating science behind why our memories sometimes fade or fail. To explore this question, we will dive right into the interdisciplinary world of science, where we will take insights from artificial intelligence, cognitive science, linguistics, anthropology, psychology, education, neuroscience, and philosophy. Phew, that's lots of science right there. So before we answer this question, let's understand what memory is. Memory is a fascinating phenomenon. It shapes who we are, guides our actions, and connects us to our past. Let's think of our brains like a complex, superpowered library. It's packed with endless books, each representing a memory. But unlike a library, our brains don't always keep these books neatly on the shelf. Sometimes memories fade because our brain's filing system gets a bit messy. This can happen for a bunch of reasons, like not paying enough attention when the memory was formed, or just the passage of time. But that's just two of the many reasons why our memory fails. Let's explore some more. Let's start with neuroscience and artificial intelligence. Our brains are like complex networks, much like the AI systems we create. In both, memories are stored through patterns of connections. But unlike computer storage, where data is preserved exactly as it is, our brains are constantly changing. Neurons that fire together wire together, but they can also weaken or lose connections over time. This biological process is called synaptic pruning, and it's essential for brain efficiency, but it can also lead to the loss of certain memories. Linguistics offers another perspective. The way we encode memories can be influenced by language. Words help us categorize and structure our experiences, but they can also limit our recall. If memory isn't verbalized or encoded with linguistic labels, it may be harder to retrieve. This is why we sometimes struggle to find the right word for that memory, or why we forget experiences that we haven't talked about much. Moving to anthropology, culture plays a crucial role in what we remember. Different cultures emphasize different types of memories. For example, some cultures value collective memories and stories over individual experiences. This cultural context can shape not only what we remember, but also how we remember it. The stories and narratives we grow up with can reinforce certain memories while letting others fade. From a logical perspective, our emotions deeply influence memory retention. Emotional events are often remembered more vividly because they engage our amygdala, a part of the brain that processes emotions. However, highly emotional or traumatic experiences can also be repressed or altered as a defense mechanism, making them difficult to recall accurately. Education and the science of learning remind us that the way we study and revisit information affects our memory. Repeated exposure, meaningful engagement, and active learning strategies can strengthen memories, while passive learning or cramming can lead to quick forgetting. Educational techniques that engage multiple senses and cognitive pathways are more effective in creating lasting memories. Finally, let's consider philosophy. Philosophers have long pondered the nature of memory and its reliability. They question the distinction between remembering and knowing and the fallibility of human memory. From a philosophical standpoint, memory is not just a storage of facts, but a reconstruction of the past. This means that every time we recall a memory, we might alter it slightly, adding or omitting details. So let's go back to our question. Why do our memories sometimes fade or fail? Well, the answer is our memory is a complex interplay of biological processes, linguistic encoding, cultural influences, emotional states, educational methods, and philosophical reflections. Our memories are not perfect recordings, but living, evolving parts of who we are. And perhaps in understanding their imperfections, we can better appreciate the intricate and dynamic nature of our minds.